What up, party people? What's poppin'?
Hey!
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Woo. It's good to see you that you can see us. Okay, but or hear us, whatever you want. But I like this color on you.
Thank you. With the braids too, right?
It's a good color.
I feel like
Sexy second grade teacher.
yeah.
We're talking about today. Money.
Money.
Damn, you beat me to it. You did. You got me. Today we're talking about money because we just connected with a whole bunch of people through our last workshop, and you know the money blocks always come up, and it's a thing because money blocks are always going to come up no matter what. Like, no matter how much money you make.
Yeah, no matter how
much money you make, like, trust me, you've got a money block keeping you from something else. And so we say that because we know that there's things that we have to get over money-wise to reach the next level of where we want to be financially and where we want to be in business. So we're just here to talk about it and keep it real with you because, and you know what? Honestly, there may be things that we talk about in this video that we may look back at and be like, man, like, I can't believe we thought that about money. But we're sharing the things that have helped us get to where we are right now.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll help you where you at right now. So first money block that we're talking about is saving to save versus saving to invest. And I can guarantee you, if you grew up in any place, I mean, a lot of people feel like, okay, you gotta like save money, hoard money, you gotta, you know, but at the end of the day, like, saving money is a good thing. Okay, saving money is a good thing. However, saving to invest it versus saving to save it is a completely different mindset because money is not doing. Money in a savings account isn't doing anything. Money under your mattress isn't doing anything, right? It's not, and money doesn't sleep, but it sure as hell does get bored, right? And we can't just, we had to switch that within our lives. We had to switch that with like how we live.
Yeah, so like I want an example.
Oh, you want me to get,
okay. Like, no, okay. So like if there is something that, okay, so like we're wanting to build our dream home soon, right? This is what we're preparing for. But that doesn't mean that like every piece of money is going to be like, no, it has to be saved for this, because we still need to invest in ourselves, right? So like we just hired a new coach a few weeks ago and we weren't like, no, we can't get a new coach, we can't invest in ourselves because we're saving for this house. Like, that's not how it works, because we still need to invest in ourselves and like spend money on us in order for us to make more to put back in the home. Right.
I think that's that switch from, you know, really being 100% in and 100% entrepreneur and knowing how you're going to scale your business and scale in your life. And that can be tough. That can be a tough transition, especially if you grew up in a place where you're like, man, like we had money one day and then we didn't have money the next day. And so you kind of hoard your money, or you don't really understand how to allocate your money, right? And then a lot of us, we just aren't taught how to budget. And so we end up spending it randomly. Or when we know we're going to make a big purchase, we deviate from the game plan of, you know, money. I think that the biggest thing is like recognizing your money hangups. You know, I think a lot of us don't hear when we have that shitty kind of thing about money.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
We just
like
don't
they
hear
have
it.
no idea.
Right, and so we talk about it and we believe it, and you know, you can be talking about it to somebody, and because I know when I hear money excuses or money blocks, I'm like, man, like you just don't hear yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like sometimes, unless you're open to actually hearing something new about it, I think that's a big thing. Like, first, be open. Like, be open to like maybe the thought that you hold about money may not be serving you right now. And that's a big one, right? Yeah. So every time you bring up money, think about money, instead of asking yourself like, is this a good or bad thought about money? Just in reference to your goals, in reference to what type of life you want to be living, like ask yourself, is this shit serving me right now?
Yeah.
Or is it not?
Yeah.
And so that's probably a big one. I think a lot of us, as we transition in our entrepreneur life, we have to learn how to use other people's money responsibly. I think maybe that's, we were talking about this earlier, it may not come out so real. But, because we're talking about credit, we're talking about like using credit cards, being able to use that stuff to catapult your life in the business. Because a lot of people are saying like, don't use credit.
And a lot of people who have credit cards are like, oh, I just paid it down, I don't want to rack it back up. But then it's like, okay, yeah, don't rack it back up on bullshit. Like, don't go on a shopping spree and buy a bunch of clothes that aren't going to help your career, your goals. But, like, it is okay, in my opinion, to take that credit card if you have, like, this program that's actually going to get you to where you want to be next. Like, yeah, rack it up. Pay for the program, because that program is going to change your life and make you more money, and then you can pay it back down.
And there's ways to rack it up without hurting this is not about your credit score, but at the end of the day, like, you can rack it up to like that 75%, and you're in the clear, because it's not gonna like hurt your score, but you're being able to use somebody else's money to pay to help you get to a place where you want to be in. And I mean, me personally, I think that's the holy grail of wealth and business, because like when you can get to a place where you're using other people's money and other people's time, like that's leverage. You just have to be smart about it. And a lot of us, we have to let go of that fear of kind of maybe what we learned from like Dave Ramsey when we have a job, and then when we're starting to say, okay, cool, I want to do 50, 100 grand a month, it changes. You have to change how you think, and you have to change how you think about using other people's money, using credit, because there's a smart way to do it and there's a dumb way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, just one more on that. Like, if you're sitting at home and you're like, I really want to do this program, and I do have the money on credit cards, but I just paid it down and I don't want to spend it, like, you're gonna be in that same position. Like, okay, awesome, you just paid your credit cards down, and then now what are you gonna do? You're just never gonna spend money again?
Right. Like, it's kind of the same thing as like the money's just sitting there.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing as saving.
Like, it's meant to be spent. Just spend it wisely.
Right. It's there to help you. And so, I mean, money is a tool.
Right.
Right. And so, if you think about like money is a tool. Like, do you think about money as a tool? Answer that. Yes or no. Do you look at money as a tool? And if you believe that money is a tool, then why is it just sitting there not doing anything?
Right.
And it's not to say that like when it is sitting there, you get antsy about like having to spend it. You know what I mean? Because we definitely don't want to come across like, okay, if it's there, you know what I mean? Like our daughter, like she kind of has this feel like if she has money, then it's got to be spent, right? Hey,
like they get $5 a week for allowance, and she's like, can we go to the dollar store so I can get 5 things?
Right.
I'm like, and then she'll be like having to get it.
Yeah.
Like if she only sees 2 things she likes, she's like, I have to find 3 more things. I'm like,
right.
you don't.
No, you don't.
You can save it for when you find something you really do like.
It's the conundrum of saving money, right? Like it's okay to have it, but it's not okay to hoard it. You know, and I think that really just boils down to the thought process around it, the feeling around money that you bring to the table, right? And it's okay to make money, right? It's okay to go out there and charge more. It's okay because one, if you invest in yourself, then you should be charging more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like every time we make a big investment in ourselves, our prices go up. You know, we love investing in ourselves, and we love charging what we do, and it's okay for you to charge and make money, because you making money is helping so many people, right? You being broke isn't helping anybody.
Yeah.
Okay? You staying where you are right now isn't helping anybody.
Yeah, like I know some people like, a lot of people like, oh, money is evil, like the more money you make, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, that's not how you need to think about it. Like, you can think about the more money I make, the more people I can help, the more I can help the church, the more I can help the homeless, the more I can help everybody. But if I'm poor, if I have no money, then I can't help any of those organizations.
Right. Like, we were just talking about, like, with one of our groups, we were talking about, us getting a new house. We want a new house. Right? So maybe when you're seeing this, you may have seen, like, oh, maybe we should get a new house. Well, then we bought the house, okay? It's more than just wanting a new house, okay? If you know deep down you want to help people, like if we want to, let's just say we want to foster a kid, okay? We know that in the situation we're in right now, that fostering a kid would mean a really cramped house. So, being able to do that means getting a new house. If we want to provide a better experience with our kids and have someone come in and help, that would mean needing a new house. And so there are these little dominoes that of like why you want the house, why you want the car, and why you want the things. And there's nothing wrong with having material things. Enjoy the things. You deserve it. You earned it. There's the issue becomes when you start to idolize those things, when you start to almost kind of like worship, or they start to become part of you. If they start to become part of why you're happy, then you're not ready for it. If you're only happy because of the house, if you're only happy because of the car, because of the title, like you're on the wrong path when it comes to how you think about money, the feelings that you have about money. And so it's okay to want those things.
Yeah.
We just got to get to a place where we don't have to have them, And so.
Did we kind of get off a little bit?
Yeah. We took a left turn there. But it was a good left turn. If you feel like you have money blocks, share them. Share them in the comments. Share them in our Facebook group. If you're in our Facebook group, make sure you share them, because these are things that you gotta talk. You gotta talk them out.
Yeah.
And you gotta talk them out amongst people that possibly have a better money mindset than you.
Yeah.
In order to kind of question it sometimes.
Yeah.
So we challenge you to get around people and actually talk about, some of your beliefs about money, so you can actually question them and you can see whether or not they're helping you right now or not, right?
Yeah.
So we want to hear from you on this one, all right? Make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you are for show.
No, I was trying to not say the R.
Oh, I was trying to get real. I don't even use R's.
No, like the girl.
Oh, make sure.
Yeah, like that.
All right, we out of here. We'll catch you in the next one. All right, make sure you're inside of our Facebook group. That way you can connect with us and we can talk about your money blocks, and not just yours, but we'll share some of our money blocks with you. That way you don't feel alone. All right, so you're never alone. All right, we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.